Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, he is Special K, Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of the Steel City of Terrance Bud Crawford.
This bout is scheduled.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
They say you got to talk the talk. Now you got to walk the walk. The crowd are here. Too many people have an opinion. Too many people are going to tell you how good you've done, how bad you've done. You've got to get your act together.
To fight in this venue, you have got to be... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw the hook, didn't land. Will the pride come before the fall, or can Brook pull off a stunner?
And remember the shot. The shot came from nowhere. He switched, took Kell out. Even Kell looked surprised as though someone had thrown something in the ring from outside. He said, where's that come from? We even looked in shock. We know what Brook is capable of doing. But you know what? Crawford, he knew exactly what he had to do, exactly how to pace the fight, and he showed he had the power to do it. Crawford's going to go into the fight this time knowing I have the power to take you out with one shot.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, that left hook hurt him. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He gets out of the way of that left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand. Let's talk about Kell Brook. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing that left counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Counter punching. talk about Kell Brook. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He blocks the right uppercut. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Good counter left hand there. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
He just misses with that big right hand. That counter shot lands. Right punch. Punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kell Brook. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, on to the 4th we go. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Do you believe this? Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he misses with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Missed him with that uppercut. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. And he misses with the left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kell Brook. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
fails to score with that left hook. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Perfect counter lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot. The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kell Brook. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope...
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You've seen all the famous box. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about Kell Brook. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
It's so important now in the first minute of this next round to get on top of it.
Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good left counter that lands. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. That uppercut misses. Exchange here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Kell Brook. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the corner man's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
So important now in the first minute of this next round. Get on Crawford.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Left hook misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds. And you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Won't score with that right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kell Brook. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 9. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That uppercut doesn't land. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kell Brook. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
This is the 10th. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here. Good counter punching from both these fighters. That left counter punch will score. That hook won't score. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That left lands. These two are the perfect dance partners. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
I've been in some boring fights. Trust me, I know what it feels like. You've got to get out of that rope because there's a lot of pressure, especially when you hear a boo in the crowd, especially when you hear the opposite corner, especially when you can hear a pin drop. It means they're thinking, we're bored.
Only catching air with that hook. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Kell Brook. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. See it and ride it out. Go out there and finish it. This is fine. Don't leave it.
And there's the bell for round 11. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. It's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.